We're back to New York City, and I gotta get down in this warehouse. I'm gonna go out and explore to see if there's another path, because the roof entrance here doesn't seem great. There's like a dog down there somewhere. I think there's a door below here too. Oh wait, there's the dogs. Hey, good news is they look like augmented dogs. So they might not be real dogs, so if they kill them, hopefully no one will cry. Alright, we're just gonna go forward here. Shit. I'm gonna save in a spot where I'm not immediately seen. Oh wait, I got thermal optic camo. I don't know how good this is, so we're just gonna go for it.
Wait, quiet. Is someone there?
Okay. You still have to be quiet, but you can effectively just run past everybody with it. Okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna take off the bar. Oh, we don't need to just go in there.
I know I heard some.
Come on. Is there a way to disable these? Can you multi-tool? No.
I swear I heard something. I think we've got an intruder. I got this.
There's gotta be a better way. It was either underground or across the rooftops, right? Well, I already did it across the rooftops. Underground's probably out of the question. So I guess we're just gonna have to go with this. I wish I knew what their field of view was, because sometimes these guys are a little silly.
Anyone there?
God damn it. Oh, ladders are the worst. How did everyone in the 90s not break their legs? One front dart. And thermal optic camo isn't going to get me through this entire place. How do you pick up a body when it has an item on it? Alright, making progress now. Here's the generator.
Who's there? I think the law's on us.
I think the law's on us. Oh, let me see. There's an option to like settings, keyboard. I want to know if there's like a way to pick up bodies when they have something on their inventory. Doesn't look like it. Okay, so like for example, I don't know if you're gonna pick up like sorry for kind of like I know, I want to pick up the body though. I don't care about. I don't want to carry around an assault rifle. I mean, I guess I don't need a knife. And I don't need. Whatever, screw it.
Something moved. Fascist.
I didn't know someone was gonna come up here. Does he have 4 darts now? He's gonna come up and see the body immediately. He took a while to get up here though. I'm just wondering if there's the guy under the stairs. Or it's one of the guys who patrols. I wonder if it's this guy. No? Who walked up here? This generator's loud as fuck.
I saw somebody. Maybe just a homeless.
Maybe just a homeless guy.
Thought I saw someone. A guy in a coat.
Yeah, see, I can't get close to him. But if I shoot him with a tranq dart, it will take too long. This isn't gonna work.
I think we got an intruder. Take him out. Take him out.
Okay. Well, maybe this is an opportunity for the thermal optic camo. Okay, we're gonna do this. Oh, that scared the shit out of me. is a secret entrance. And it was right down below where I was looking. Motherfucker, I knew it. Could have avoided so much pain. I have to wait until these guys pass. Hold on. I'm trying to remember if I got a access code and password to this. I don't think I did. Righteous is a password used by the NSF. Might have to hack it.
JC. The power just died at the NSF headquarters. Now it's up to Paul. Go to the roof. A chopper is arriving with Agent Herman on board. He will lock down the warehouse while you take the chopper back to HQ.
Manderly has assigned me the peacekeeping occupation of this district.
I took care of the generator. How's the raid going?
They should have sent Agent Navarre. Your brother is timid like a child.
Did something go wrong?
You do not need to hear anything from me. Take the helicopter back to base. I am sure Manderly has planned a debriefing for the top agents.
Last boarding call. Cannot go HQ.
Hey, you're the guy I talked to at the Underworld bar, right? The one asking for beer.
You don't want to fly one of these birds all wound up. They have a temperament, especially on a cross.
That's not comforting.
Let's go.
Back in Liberty. I probably missed some things. Like I never found the underground people.
Welcome back.
But whatever.
Your mission was a success. Just about the only bright side of the operation, unfortunately. Report to Manderly for a briefing.
Where are the suits?
Good to have you back. Gunther's full of it. Earlier tonight, in the statue, I bet you had at least half a dozen takedowns. At least. Agent?
Liberty Island is off limits. The island has been declared a crime scene and will be the subject of a thorough investigation.
Don't worry about what the guys are saying about Hell's Kitchen. If it wasn't for the warehouse, I'm sure you would have helped out with the firefight in front of the hotel.
I did help out. That was done. Wasn't it? Or my stupid doo-doo brain?
Manderly said he's busy, but to wait outside his office.
Always close doors behind yourself. It's the polite thing to do. This cleaning bot is going
Gunther's
off the
full of
wall.
it. Earlier tonight, in the statue, I bet you had at least half a dozen takedowns. At least.
Whatever, dude.
Just filling out a report on the mop-up operation.
Ugh, there's a wet floor in there. Better be careful. Well, I have a bunch of lockpicks now. Might as well. I have a shit ton 10mm ammo. It's fine. I think this is my office. Oh shit! It's asking me for logon information. JCD Bionic Man. Oh, okay, there's nothing new here. Wait, this is new. I don't have much time, so I'm gonna have to cut this short. They're going to tell you a lot of things about what went on today, and it's probably all going to get pinned on me. I've got my reasons, but I can't go into them right now, not over the net. But you've got to trust me that there are reasons. Maybe I can point you in the right direction. Tap a few computers and see what you come up with. Try Manderley's computer if you can risk it. Password is Night Killer. You might also try check Navarre's, but I don't think I have her password. Cool woman, be careful around her. And for that matter, everyone else. Ooh, something suspicious is going on. Whatever. Anything new on the public computer terminal? Yeah, these are actually new, so I'll go ahead and read them. Except Stopping Terror. I think one's the same. Oh no, they're all new. Okay. Stopping Terror, a new perspective on freedom. When one maniac can wipe out a city of 20 million with a microbe developed in his basement, a new approach to law enforcement becomes necessary. Every citizen of the world must be placed under surveillance. That means sky cams at every intersection, computer mediated analysis of every phone call, email, and snail mail, and a purely electronic economy in which every transaction is recorded and data mined for suspicious activity. We are close to achieving this goal. Some would say that human liberty has been compromised, but the reality is just the opposite. As surveillance expands, people become free from danger, free to walk alone at night, free to work in a safe place, and free to bug any legal product or service without the threat of fraud. No, free to buy, not bug. One day, every man and woman will quietly earn credits, purchase items for quiet homes on quiet streets, have cookouts with neighbors and strangers alike, and sleep with doors and windows wide open. If that isn't the tranquil dream of every free civilization throughout history, what is? And it's Anna Navarra, the little trigger-happy sniper lady. Terrorism, war without fronts. How do we fight an underground threat, one with no defined territory, base, or often known leader? We look to military history. The casebook example of how to manage civil unrest is the Hamlet Elevation System, or HES, developed by the United States military during its occupation of South Vietnam in the 20th century. Since population centers in that country contained both communist rebels and loyal citizens, the towns were ranked on a scale from 1 to 5, 5 being the safest. The monthly reports of local commanders, useful in Vietnam for maintaining contour maps of ideology concentration, have provided many components of the UNACO Sector Field Report. The modern UDU, UNACO Deployed Unit, has been modeled on the CAP, Combined Action Platoon. Developed in Vietnam. A 15-man rifle squad responsible for a single hamlet. CAP Protected Village typically earned a 2.95 HET score, compared to a 1.6 average in the same region. CAP units performed in many mission roles, but they primarily worked with indigenous police to strengthen ideological ties. Like CAP units, UNACO teams are primarily concerned with building safe communities. Joseph Manderley, director of UNACO. Know your enemy, Templars. There's some debate as to whether the Templars should be considered a terrorist organization because they do not employ typical tools of terrorism, but make no mistake, the Templars are just as dangerous as any other group that might use guns and bombs to intimidate the free citizens of a country. Only the Templars wield blackmail and extortion as their weapons. Supposedly the direct descendants of a so-called secret society with its roots in the medieval Crusades, the present-day Templars are mainly concerned with increasing their own bank accounts and elaborately illegal financial manipulations that have left entire markets collapsed in their wake. The Templars are currently classified as inactive after being successfully diminished by a combined UNACA-Interpol raid on their Paris headquarters in 2051. However, several key Templar figures are still at large and may attempt to reform the organization under a new designation. X-51. Little is known about X-51 aside from their involvement in all manner of illegal research, much of it prescribed by worldwide concords over the last 50 years. Computer profiling shows a high likelihood that X-51 was responsible for the SoCal disaster that submerged much of Southern California. Though the exact nature of the experiment that led to the tragedy is still unknown, little other information is available on the overall objective of X-51, if any exists. X-51 is believed to be led by Gary Savage, a scientist previously employed by the United States government for a variety of black projects until he disappeared under mysterious circumstances several years ago. All agents are advised to be vigilant for any indications as to the whereabouts of Savage or other members of the X-51 and report them immediately to their operator or immediate superior. You know, those X-51 could have been the individuals in the sewers in the last mission because they were doing experiments on humans.
Good to have you back.
Let's see. Who are you?
Welcome aboard, Agent. I'm Shannon. It's a pleasure to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you. Does the bathroom have a sink? Shit. Alright, I guess only fancy government bathrooms get sinks. The rest of the world doesn't do with sinks.
Don't listen to what they're saying about the shootout in the park and Hell's Kitchen. You had other priorities.
I was there. It ended. Ass. Oh, he's not even here. Oh, if he's not here. The Oracle says we find your interesting new references. The anti-token to put all our ambiguous would be necessary to expand cycles to clarify relationships, codification, relationships. He would contact you when the information is going to the Oracle. Okay. I had to get out of there because the hack was about to wear out. I still don't see anyone around, so... That's kind of worth it. Door didn't fully open.
I took a few hits tonight. The doc had to operate.
We'll get well soon, soldier.
Yes, sir. I will.
Okay.
Looks pretty bad down here.
Keeps getting worse, too. It must be raining bullets out there.
The NSF aren't kidding around. How you holding up?
Fine. I lost one of the privates because a refrigeration unit went down. That's always hard.
You've got a lot in your hands. Don't beat yourself up over faulty equipment.
Thanks for talking to my friend. He admires you.
layout of this base is ridiculous, by the way. It's like, alright, you want to get to whatever this is, you gotta go through med lab. Restricted area. See. Give me free shit, dude.
Agent Denton, marvelous. In addition to an accuracy weapon modification, I've got some 7.62mm rounds and a couple of multi-tools.
Mr. Carter, I can't tell you how great it is to be a part of UNATCO. You should have seen the fighting in Castle Clinton.
Yeah?
I cleaned the place out.
Went in shooting, huh? I guess that's what this agency is known for.
I never thought I'd see this much action in one mission.
In my day, international peacekeepers were citizens first and soldiers second. You can forget about that extra ammo. I'm only going to give you the multi-tools. I think you should concentrate more on mission objectives and less on the enemy body count.
I didn't kill anyone, though. So apparently if you knock people unconscious, that counts as killing them? Up to a frame, most projectile weapons are harmonic blend and will dampen vertical motion produced by firing a projectile, resulting in increased accuracy. Okay, I got up some accuracy in one of these. Guess I use that one the most, so.
You've got your equipment. Now move out.
I can find a password, because I think this is Agent Navarre's.
I don't think you're supposed to be down here, Agent.
Manderley says only senior staff members can interview the prisoners.
I won't say anything, but I think you should go.
Denton. I'm not sure what I think about Agent Denton. He's not like the brother, but seems eager to prove himself. Okay, if I find a password, I can read more of that. Or I can wait for the icebreaker to come back. Stake here. Like that password or something. That's really hard to do. I'll just save it here, and then I'll see if I can't like get the password out of them or something.
I was here first. Mr. Manderley is in a meeting, JC. You'll have to wait.
I was told to report for a debriefing.
A debriefing. Do not worry. I will state in my report that I was satisfied with your performance.
I guess the only way to get like true pacifist kind of stuff in this is like
I'm trying to listen.
pacifist stuff on this is like to just not hit anybody.
A bureaucrat from Washington. See if he asks for any of our opinions. Wait in line.
I am waiting.
You'll have to wait a minute. Mr. Manderley is busy.
A bureaucrat from Washington. See if he asks for any of our opinions. A bureaucrat from Washington. See if he asks for any of our opinions.
Just fire the arrogant son of a bitch.
I wasn't exaggerating. He's our best agent.
We don't need him. We've got his brother, and more are on the way.
He knows nothing.
I think he does. You should never have sent him to Hong Kong.
Let's be sensible. We have to look at the whole record.
Look, I understand. He was your pet project, but it's out of my hands. Now that the shipment's been lost.
I know. I will comply with the order.
That's all I ask. Carry on. I'm going downstairs to interrogate the prisoners.
I cannot wait forever.
He will see you when he's ready.
Just bonked into the door.
Carry on, Agent.
I am next. I am losing valuable time.
Hello, JC. Come in. Clerical task first. Your op bonus is split between the Castle Clinton and warehouse objectives, 500 each. You get the full 1,000 plus 200 for how you handle the hostage situation in the Battery Park subway station. Good work across the board.
Thank you, sir. Who is that you were meeting with?
Politics, bureaucracy, mismanagement. JC, I've got some bad news. The mission failed.
I would have taken out that JoJo punk, but he wasn't even in the warehouse.
Never mind that. He slipped out before you even got to New York.
What about the shipment?
I'm just going to say it straight, JC. Your brother screwed up. We got nothing, and he's taking the heat this time. The Coalition is letting him go.
What went wrong?
We don't know. He hasn't reported back. The rest of the strike force says he lost his nerve.
I think he was trying to avoid casualties. In Hell's Kitchen, instead of clips for the troops, he was issuing tear gas.
Whatever the case, now it's your turn. We've got one more chance to retake that shipment.
Has it been located?
Take the chopper back to the city. We know they plan to put the Ambrosia on a plane, but we don't know which airfield.
Where should I start?
If I were the NSF, I'd be moving it through the subways, the abandoned parts of the infrastructure.
I'll check out the subways.
I have been waiting for 20 minutes.
Sorry, Anna. What is it?
A new assignment. I think Agent Denton should handle the assassination.
Is there a problem? You lost your appetite?
His enthusiasm in Battery Park was exceptional. The courtyard of Castle Clinton was a graveyard.
It's kind of an exercise, you mean?
I think he will make a good assassin. We should give him the opportunity.
A pilot jock is waiting for you at the helipad.
I am anxious to see one of the experimental agents perform.
See if we can't sneak a peek down here.
They won't talk. We've tried everything.
Manderley will chew us out if he finds out you were here.
I have one question.
They already asked. I don't know.
One must admire a man who can keep a secret because he has value. What you know more than others makes money and gives you a measure of power.
You Walton Simons? You think I could be bribed?
Margaret Forsyth under NSF protection in Queens. Your son Richard attending Bronx Science. You see, I have a few relevant facts myself. Care to make a trade?
You wouldn't dare.
I'll give you 2 seconds to decide. Get out of here, Denton. This is none of your business.
I don't think you're supposed to be down here, Agent.
Well, he is threatening the lives of children. His government seems like a pretty good government. I'm just gonna have to try and read her shit as fast as possible. Okay. Okay. Something about assassinating a terrorist leader. So the assassination...
Agent Navarro was gunning her motors about Castle Clinton. Huh? Guess you cleaned the place out.
Whatever. Alright. I don't know how I'm supposed to...
If you see your brother, send him my way. He didn't report back.
I don't know how I'm supposed to get into his computer without anyone seeing. It's gonna be really stupid looking.
Don't forget to check in with Carter and Reyes.
Oh, they know I'm here, screw it. Carter and Reyes. I already did.
Hope this one turns out a little better. Your chopper's ready, Agent.
Gunther's full of it. Earlier tonight, in the statue,
Get on the helicopter, Mr. Denton.
half a dozen
Simons
takedowns.
did not appreciate your interference.
Let's go.
Apparently being curious is too much of a bad thing.
We're dropping you in Battery Park. We know the NSF were moving material through here at one point. Seems like a good place to start looking.
We sure appreciate the help tonight, Agent.
I think we scared him off. Except for that one barrel of ambrosia, there's been no sign of the shipment.
Let's see.
We made a sweep of the area. No sign of the NSF. We've got the secret passage sealed up, sir.
Good job, troops. Let's see if we can't find... So my objective is... determine which airfield has moved. Has the ambrosia. Investigate the subway system.
You a cop? The terrorist got away.
Thanks again for the key.
It wasn't a favor. I was well paid.
A real patriot.
I see it like this. It all balances out. UNATCO's just as much gun freaks as the militias. And if everybody's gonna shoot it out, fine, so long as neither side wins and takes over the whole country.
The goal of UNATCO is not conquest. It's the safety of ordinary people like yourself.
I know an army when I see one. Look, I'll be blunt. Got any cash? There's a secret passage behind that phone booth over there. For 500, I'll tell you where to get the code.
I'm not interested.
Oh wait, do I have any more skill points? Oh yeah, I do. I'll think about it. It's not 9923. I collected a bunch of codes, but I don't know which one's which. Any of these are the codes, so if I do this. Didn't really make a difference. Brooklyn Bridge Station, huh?
After the quakes, the homeless drifted down here. Junkies, runaways, grifters. There's a DSS file a mile long on this place. Some of them, the so-called mole people, have permanent living quarters in an adjacent tunnel system not on my map.
Oh, well, I got the code for the mode people. So if I run into him here, a big whoop.
Hi, honey.
Are there hookers hanging out down here?
The doctors in that clinic, they ain't worth 5 credits.
my god.
Leave me alone.
I'm gonna kill Rock.
I'm looking for the mole people.
You don't want to camp with them. Trust me, they're too political.
I don't need a place to camp.
I started the mole people. I was there first. And then they made up committees that throw people out just because they don't like the way you look.
How do I find them?
Don't bother. They're elitist. And now the NSF is down there too.
Well, yeah, gotta find the no people. Get a bit. Can't really get through, so.
I'm looking for more information on the NSF. Can you help me out?
Are you the feds? We don't need a war down here.
I work for UNATCO.
Well, the NSF come through here, but they don't bother us. If we need help with anything, it's our plumbing. We lost pressure because of the explosions on South Street.
Tough break. You tell me about the NSF, and I'll put in a word with the city about the water.
The city don't know we got water, and they don't need to know. How about you fix it, and then I'll talk?
I don't have much time.
I would open the valve myself, but there was a cave-in. The utility door's blocked. It's up at the north end of the tracks, in case you want to take a look.
Clearing a tunnel. That would require explosives.
It could be done. A lamb would do the trick. It's just that I'm not gonna be the one to talk to the rooks. They'd probably sell us one, but they don't like people going into their turf, which is the whole upper level.
I'm glad the civilian knows what a lamb is. I really need to disable the scene overlay when I'm playing this. Good thing that's not a lamb. That's a lamb. Shit. Oh, I'm back here. I always do that, I forget holding it down. This has you rapid throw all of the grenades.
After the quakes, the homeless drifted down here. Junkies, runaways, grifters. There's a DSS file a mile long on this place. Some of them, the so-called mole people, have permanent living quarters in an adjacent tunnel system not on my map.
You were the one that turned on the water?
You mean those valves in the tunnel that was caved in?
Yeah, we lost pressure during the explosions on South Street.
I was just exploring. Can you tell me something about the NSF?
The NSF? Yeah, they took over our tunnels.
How do I get there?
Go to the women's restroom on the other side of the station. Look for a keypad under the sink. Combination's 5482.
Great. I'm glad I can help you out.
5482. I'm passing that guy.
What you need, bro? Vials are $250.
Tell me what you've heard about the NSF.
Good neighbors keep each other's business private.
You want to set a price?
I'm a good neighbor. You want to buy something or not?
Maybe later.
So many stacked cardboard boxes with nothing in them.
The doctors in that clinic.
I'm gonna kill Rock.
You have a problem?
Get out! I got a bomb.
A bomb's a bad choice for close-range combat.
Might as well use it. Rock says I owe him. He won't even give me one vial for it.
What kind of bomb?
I think they said it was called a lamb.
You looking to trade?
I gotta, man. I need a vial of Zyme.
Oh, so instead of paying like $500, you could pay $250 basically.
Nurse knew I was sick. She just don't care.
$542. Oh shit. Thing is, this says it deals more damage and includes prods. I'm wondering if I upgrade, if prods will instant down more often.
The panel's secured.
Good. The booby traps?
Installed. They really think you'll make it this far?
Paul said not to take any chances.
I saw somebody. Maybe
They
fascist.
found us.
What? Paul.
The panel's secured.
Good. The booby traps?
Installed. They really think he'll make it this far?
Paul said not to take any chances.
Well, I guess he would know.
Is that the name of my brother?
Who's there? I think the law's on us. This is a long-ass shift. I was hearing things. I got this one. Anybody see him?
Segment right there. Maybe I can just walk out of here. Yeah. I don't think this is a dead end.
Oh.
Guess this is a dead end. I think this is a door. Wait, no, it's for the stall. I think this is the way I'm supposed to come. There is a code to it.
Like Billy the Kid, man. We're outlaws.
You can get them to turn around.
Wait, quiet. I could swear nothing. Pig. I guess you're a pig. Oh.
Okay, well that hurt. Found a baton. I don't think I found this, I'm just gonna load it. It's back here. Okay, invincible mirrors. It's giving me a multi-tool for something. Find the key for this.
Something moved. Could be the law.
Of course it hits the freaking column.
Thought I saw someone. A guy in a coat. Fascist.
Alright, I have to wait for my aim. The fuck is that?
Nothing. I guess we're safe.
Hit the pillar again. Progress bonus for what?
Keep looking. Something funny about that guy. $30 credits says I get him.
Thingy stuff. Oh.
Anybody see him?
Where'd that dude's body go? Just gonna step on all the rats in this subway.
Looks like you've been overrun by NSF.
They move supplies through here. There's nothing we can do about it.
Anything recently?
A bunch of barrels came through about an hour ago. Woke us all up.
Where were they headed?
They went through the bathroom like they always do. Only way to get a key is from the NSF commander. Guy lives to the south. But I bet he'd die first.
Some of the terrorists actually live down here?
It's a secret room. You open the door by pushing a brick. They keep hidden behind some cardboard boxes.
I'll have a talk with him. You won't have to worry about the NSF for much longer.
I think they found me.
Hey! Hey!
Apparently everyone panics if you tase somebody. Thought that was just a normal occurrence. This guy lives in the south. Gotta go through a woman's restroom. There's a brick behind a cardboard box.
Thought I saw someone. A guy in a coat.
What the fuck's going on? I don't know how I'm supposed to navigate through here without starting a panic.
Who's there? I think the law's on this.
Okay, there's nothing over there. Wait. This is the key to the women's restroom. This is a dude. Okay. So it's behind the break in car box in the women's restroom. There wasn't a cardboard box in here earlier.
God!
Meeting at the men's restroom.
Oh!
Oh, what does he panic for? Okay.
Looks like you've been overrun by NSF.
They move supplies through here. There's nothing we can do about it.
Anything recently?
A bunch of barrels came through about an hour ago. Woke us all up.
Where were they headed?
They went through the bathroom like they always do. Only way to get a key is from the NSF commander. Guy lives to the south. But I bet he'd die first.
Some of the terrorists actually live down here?
It's a secret room. You open the door by pushing a brick. They keep hidden behind some cardboard boxes.
I'll have a talk with him. You won't have to worry about the NSF for much longer.
Oh, screw non-lethal. Well, there's the downside of that situation.
Huh?
Where'd the guy go? So...
You from the feds? We don't need any help.
Looks like you've been overrun by a
bunch of... They went...
Some... I'll have...
You're the spy, huh? The metal guys knew you were coming.
Where'd the rest of them? Oh, they're all hanging out down here.
Take it easy, I'm on your side. They made me do work for them.
You with the police? They just moved a bunch of barrels through here. You still have time to catch them.
Hell, the NSF don't hurt anybody. This is our place. We can do what we want.
They think because they had guns we're afraid, but we're not.
I know a secret.
Yeah?
It's about the NSF commander. You know how he gets in the secret room?
I give up.
He does something with the brick behind those cardboard boxes. It's true. I saw it.
What boxes?
The south end, where the room is. Where else?
Oh, I thought the cardboard boxes were elsewhere. Womp womp. I didn't even need to kill everybody. Alright. I know it seems like non-lethal doesn't matter, but whatever. It's a personal challenge. That needs to go on a diet.
I surrender.
Tell me what you know about the Ambrosia shipment.
I'll cooperate. Relax. Key to the men's restroom is on the table.
Restroom? I'm looking for an airfield.
First, you gotta go through the restroom to some tunnels. The airfield's about a mile to the east.
This better not be a joke.
Hey, I'm just an accountant. I know the body armor looks threatening, but I'm part-time, like a reservist. I don't want any trouble.
Oh, probably just give me a...
The key's on the corner of the table.
Yeah, I got it. Oh, I guess if you get the leader to surrender, they all surrender. Guess I could.
Hold fire!
Guess I could have figured that out before I went and trained everybody. Oh well.
I surrender.
They just hauling out a huge hole here. Very classy.
These sewage tunnels look like they come out somewhere by the airfield. Be careful, though. The terrorists probably expect intruders.
Something moved. Could be the law.
Shit. Looks like there's an underwater passageway. I don't know how safe it is though, so I'm gonna save first. Yeah, I figure this is where it came from.
Scanning area.
See how good EMPs are.
Scanning area.
Like a shadow. Maggie Todd, Saint Mary.
You're entering a helibase terminal below a private section of LaGuardia. Veer to the east. You should be able to take the elevator to ground level. If you hit trouble, double back across the platform. There's a sewer drain to the northwest which leads to a pond next to the airfield. We think we might know who's moving the shipment. More in a minute. Looks like you're on the right track. That's one of the 3 missing barrels of ambrosia. We'll be sending a team to recover it. See if you find the other 2.
I saw somebody. Maybe just a homeless guy.
Who was that?
I didn't see a uniform. Nothing. I guess we're safe.
Guess I'll just watch his toes. Wow, can't see me here.
Who's big? They found us. Ooh, take him out.
Shit.
Huh? Ooh.
Prod ammo though. Any barrels of ambrosia in here? No, okay. see, what was it? Etod St. Mary. That's sick. I'm not feeling well, so I think I'm going to take tomorrow off. But you and I are having a rematch on that pool game when I get back, Johnny. Public Terminal 2. Kenny showed up with a canister. I managed to swipe from Liberty along with the ambrosia. I handed it off to me like I know what to do with it. I'll load it onto the plane, but then I need to get out to the dock to see what the hell's going on down there. Juan's not around, so do me a favor and let him know that the suspension crate code for this stuff is 9905. Maybe he'll know what to do with it. The other monkeys can't remember their birthdays, much less a code. And tell Younger to get his ass in gear. We're not screwing around out here, Decker. 9905, huh? Alright. Must be right above me. I don't think this will work here, but... Oh, nothing here. Alright.
Huh?
What, are they hear me picking a lock? What the fuck? That's uncomfortable. Found a nano key of somebody for something. Whatever.
Hot as hell in these masks.
Aaron the Burgess, one of the first bearer, being offered the helicopter to the Braves are heading out by boat and planes, so we can hopefully get them released. One sample from the city can rendezvous us at one of the departure points, otherwise you know where to meet if something goes wrong. You've done a lot for the cause, and you should prep yourself now to play it safe and get going to jail. Okay. So upgrading this to Tech 2 because they could pull and lift bigger things. Tech 2. I kind of want to see what I get after this mission. I'm glad that in the late 2000s, computers sound like they're freaking IBM stations. Holy crap. Stupid loud. Or maybe I could have opened some of those doors. Forgive me, everybody. It's stupid loud computer time. Alright, will that make a difference? Where does this take me? Apparently I'm pissing somebody off doing this, but I don't know who.
Stay cool. The guy's still around. That's him. He's a cop.
That's where they are. They're above me.
saw somebody. Maybe just a homeless guy.
I swear I heard something. You know what I could shot?
I got this one.
Oh, melee in this game. Article published by the Quarterly Journal of Royal Meteorological Society indicates that worldwide flooding from melting ice caps will be significantly less this year than the previous year due to the unusually cold winter in the northern hemisphere. Dr. Tammy Bright, a professor of climatology at Oxford University, led the study and noted that global tides should rise by no more than 1 to 2 meters on average in most major cities throughout North America, Europe, Russia, and East Asia. For comparison, the high water mark in New York last year was 4 meters, requiring millions of credits and additional spending for a network of levees and pumps. All theories concerning the significant increase in days below freezing on either pole abound. The practical upshot that Arctic ice density has grown substantially when compared to any similar period in the last 5 years. If anything, I could drop. Some will they repeat? The baton seems better in every way. What's that? Oh, it's probably for the pool cues. I need to find like 2 more barrels of ambrosia vaccine and investigate. Oh, and get out of here. Okay. However, finding those 2 barrels is going to be a pain. I'm almost thinking it might be easier to go back downstairs and just go out the front door, as stupid as that sounds. So there's a dude up there, and there's at least like 3 patrolling below me. Whoop. Whoop. Okay. Come on, 90s ladders. Okay. Oh, shit. Guy almost scared the crap out of me. Okay. This must be a back entrance. Just like last time. Who's shooting me? Oh, there's a dude up there. That's the guy who saw me. Okay, and apparently he hurts. Maybe we can just follow him. There's probably nothing worthwhile up here, but who knows? Besides anybody who's played this game enough. There's a ladder to get up there. See how much ammo I have left for this. I have exactly 4. Okay, we're gonna try and use the Trank on him just because I have way more Tranks than I do Charge Broads right now. Fucking books it over the glass. Okay, he's probably down. Alright, don't fuck me, ladder. Sick. Looks like he may have passed out just straight up on the glass. Nice. Okay, there's a ladder that leads up there to that scaffolding, but I don't think it goes anywhere. Actually. You know what, we're gonna try something for fun here. Because those rockets gave me an idea. Probably don't need those. Is there zoom? There's a scope on it, but there's no zoom. Dude, what happens if I do this? Apparently that helicopter is just straight up invincible. Alright. That's not very exciting. I have to find 2 more bearers of ambrosia. Hold on. It's being offloaded onto the helicopter. The other bearers are heading out to the boat and the plane, so we can hopefully get at least 1 sample away for analysis. If you can, rendezvous with us at one of the departure points. Otherwise, you know where to meet if something goes wrong. You've done a lot for the cause and should be proud of yourself. Okay, we're gonna go back to the sewer drain and leave. So there's 1 in the plane, 1 going to the plane, and 1 on the docks. I don't think there's any more ambrosia here. And I did a pretty good job of exploring. Yeah, there's rockets over there, but clearly I don't use the rockets a lot. If ever. So we're just gonna piece out of here.
Quiet. I think we got cops.
Unless it's... Okay, the ladder fucked me on that one. You cannot blame me. So where the hell does this helicopter fly out of? I guess this roof retracts? God damn it! I'm about to just trank this guy. Very slowly. Okay, I still dropped on that one, but he didn't hear anything, so it's fine. I want to start drowning here. Shit. What's my health look like here? There we go. Wouldn't come up. I have 13. I'll spend 1. I'll save here. If Okay, what did I spend my skills on? Nothing. So accuracy doesn't really mean anything because it's you're gonna suck aiming with anything. Higher damage is good, but I don't know if it applies to prods. It seems if I prod anything in the head, it goes down instantly. This one seems useful now, having used hazmat suits and camo at least once. All this this doesn't reduce like the lockpicking, and this doesn't reduce the number of multi-tools I use. It's just how fast they'll do it, which yeah, sure is useful, but they have like the highest skills, even like out of the base ones. Medicine's always useful. Reduce the period of toxic poisoning. Computer's also pretty useful. I'm thinking of increasing computer. Clearly swimming's more useful than I think it was, but it's still low. I'm gonna increase computer. I still have 2,800, so I'm gonna increase environmental training, and I still have 2,100. Torn between swimming or just another tier of environmental training. I think we'll leave it at that for now, and then I'll think about it. Okay, maybe let's get the swimming, because this is annoying and it's pretty low cost.
This is the terminal at LaGuardia owned by Juan Ivanovich Lebedev. We're certain based on what you've discovered that he's working with terrorists. Your orders are to locate and kill him. We're sending you a map of the airfield.
Take him out.
Great. That should make sure you and I won't miss any shots. I've notified the Great. That should make sure you and I won't miss any shots. I've notified the recovery team. One barrel left.
Who was that?
Damn it.
Take him out. I know I heard something.
Just fucking...
Great. That should make sure you and I won't miss any shots. I've notified the recovery team. One barrel left. We think this one may actually be on Lebedev's jet.
pig.
Something moved. Could be the law.
God
That's
damn.
him. He's a cop.
Fucking... I mean, figures there's more than one dude guarding the dock, but that doesn't make me feel any better.
Great. That should make sure you and I won't miss any shots. I've notified the recovery team. One barrel left. We think this one may actually be on Lebedev's jet.
Man, these terrorists have a pretty fucking good, like, setup out here. Like, holy shit, how'd this go unnoticed? I guess maybe it's like a company or corporation, you know, covering for them or something. I don't know. All I know is I can't move bodies right now. 'Cause my inventory's full, so they don't have a gun I already have, and it's just whatever, it's a moot point. So we're trying to not trank everything in sight. Damn it. Okay. Let's see here. Alright, I didn't even use this anymore. Wait, I can climb up here, but then there's nowhere to go. I mean, I see some supplies. Okay, well, I guess that was a failure. So there's one canister of ambrosia somewhere. Oh. Glad I saved some EMP grenades. So I'm gonna keep stunning all these things in the spot. What are those? Just like doors? What the fuck? Holy crap. Hold on. Having a stroke here. That's it. That's a binocular. Fuck, put it away. Fuck. There we go. If it's a door, it's a big heavy door. I don't know why it's so guarded. Maybe they just didn't want people sneaking around the outside of the compound. Crickets are loud as fuck right here. Must be a crate of crickets. Let's see over here. I was a crate of ambrosia. I'd be in the restricted area. Oh, that's the elevator up. That thing's gonna see me. What the fuck? Guessing.
Scanning area.
I'm just gonna stalk it.
Scanning area.
Damn it. Alright, I can't be a smartass with it. I mean, I guess I can. He's just hanging out, so... That must be the airfield down there. There's a guard right around here. Boop! I didn't see any cameras, so I think we're gonna go for it, everybody. Oh, don't move any further. Okay, so I hit him. promptly panicked. Hmm?
The guy vanished.
Who saw me? Oh, is there a guy over here? Because I don't see anyone moving over here. Must have been those guys.
Sooner or later, they're just gonna find us. Is someone there? Okay, maybe that's only an exit.
I want to get in through this window. Buff boy coming through, watch out. We're going in this way, I swear. I'm committed now. Don't you dare fall from there.
We got cops.
Are you shitting me?
I swear I heard something. Forget it. I was hearing things.
Yes, you were hearing things. The window on the second floor didn't just bust open. Alright, we did it, everybody. We're in. Oh my god, they all require one lockpick. Oh, is it this one? This one's free. Free shit. Won't ask me for the hanger code, Decker. So it's 5914. Tell Young, excuse me, not to get his ass shot off. You know how I feel about him. And I will kill you if something happens. Take care, Aaron. Jeez, guess not all terrorists are nice people. You know what? I only have 5 lockpicks, so let's save. Open every trunk. See if anything useful inside. Smokes and darts. Multi-tool and biocell. Flares and a lamb. Alright, well. That's worth a lockpick. And this is worth a lockpick.
I know I heard something.
It's gonna take me 2 lockpicks just to get out of here.
Quiet. I think we got cops.
Maybe you're the cop, man. I'll just beat the shit out of you until you say you're a cop.
Nothing. I guess we're safe.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Fuck. Fuck. Alright. Guess I'm gonna have to pick this too. Sometimes it's hard to judge how close you need to be. Also, I think they have 50% accuracy. I think melee weapons have 50% accuracy when you check their stats. Ooh. Take a nap, bro. Okay, I guess not. Reload, damn it. Alright. Let's do this. So there's a hot secret. Or... okay, I guess it's the code I found. 5914. Who's that? That's my brother.
Relax, JC. I told the troops to stand down. That's right. I'm working for the NSF. I'll meet you at the 747.
What a twist.
Hold fire.
Excellent work. I underestimated your abilities.
You work for the NSF?
Listen to what I've got to say. We don't have much time.
You got that right. UNATCO will have a team here in a few minutes.
The Grey Death is a man-made fire.
You believe you...
Hold on. This is all good plot shit, but I missed a barrel somewhere. Because the gold notes is locate 3 missing barrels of ambrosia. UNATCO will send a team to find them. First barrel is offloaded to the helicopter. One's heading him out by boat and plane. Oh, okay. So I guess the last barrel of ambrosia is there, but I didn't just explore everything. That seems like the end of the level, so we're gonna have a look around here. 'Cause I got a hankering for exploration right now. Are there any nachos in any of these toilets? Is there like a security terminal around here somewhere? Oh shit, soy food. Never know when you're gonna have to bribe a child with food. Because there's also like this machine turret here. But there's like no camera for it. I'm just gonna tase this dude. Dude, like everybody carries a key. Okay. Shit. Anything cool out there?
Thought I saw someone. A guy in a coat.
You're a guy in a coat, bitch. I have a name. It didn't look like anything was cool out there. But I'm curious about like the fenced-in area in the other direction, you know what I mean? I guess this is the east gate, huh? Because I kept finding keys for, quote, the east gate. Let's see if this mofo sees me. That mofo's gonna see me.
I saw somebody.
You did it.
Huh?
Hold on. What is this?
He's a cop.
Oh, there's nothing here. Fuck it. Why'd I waste a charge prod on that guy? Whatever. Fine, let's go to the airfield.
You can relax, JC. I told the troops to stand down. That's right.
Excellent work. I underestimated your abilities. You work for the NSF? Listen to what I've got to say. We don't have much time. You got that right. UNATCO will have a team here in a few minutes. The Grey Death is a man-made virus. Everyone up to the President is at UNATCO's mercy as long as UNATCO controls the supply of ambrosia. You believe that? We have proof. We need to get the ambrosia to Hong Kong. Heard of Tracer Tong? He can help us synthesize it ourselves. You better step away from the jet. Your boss is my next objective. Join us, JC. Talk to Lebedev. He can convince you.
It's a pretty sturdy bed for an airplane, but whatever. Sick toilet.
That's the last one. Good work.
How does one get? It's electrical, so EMP. Like 7 tools. Robot, you saw nothing. What out of here? Oh man, I could eat the soy food, but man, the soy food. We're gonna go with this thing. Kind of sucks. It's got like a really good range, which is like the cool thing about it. But I think it's supposed to, like... Stealth pistol. Fires once. Oh. At close range is lethal, otherwise it's one long range shot. And it's kind of dumb. Aw, yeah. It's the only thing that mattered. Let's see if they have anything worth taking. The cardboard boxes usually don't have anything in them, and I think this is how it is. Yeah, fuck it. You think they'd have like more of a cargo plane? Private quarters added a nano key. Midnight Sun black helicopters, a concern, says Senator, as sightings of ominous black helicopters become increasingly common across the country, from Manhattan to the SoCal shores. Many citizens have grown concerned that these gunships are actually a sign of troops may be preparing to mobilize to do some unknown action. Excuse me. This certainly concerns me, said Senator Harry Jarvis, Democrat, Texas, a member of the Armed Services Committee. I intend to bring this up in our next committee meeting and ask some hard questions. NACO Director Joseph Manderley was more skeptical. If black helicopters were really being used for covert operations, then those responsible are doing a poor job of it. Manderley went on to say that UNACO employed no such aircraft and declined to pursue the matter any further, claiming that it detracted from the serious nature of our mission. Joe Green, senior staff writer. What's this under your bed, dude? Oh, I could have saved myself 2 multi-tools. Whatever.
I surrender.
What?
Easy now, Agent. UNATCO has a policy against killing unarmed prisoners. We have much to learn from each other.
We're assuming control of the airfield. The vaccine will be returned to the international authorities.
Don't you want to hear why your brother came over to our side?
He makes his own decisions.
You know he wouldn't betray UNATCO without a reason.
He surrendered. He's an unarmed prisoner. UNATCO policy protects him.
Terminate the prisoner, Agent. If you are too afraid, you are ordered to return to base on Manderley's authority. There is a helicopter waiting.
If you know something, just tell me.
The question you've got to ask, I'm surprised you haven't, is the obvious one. Who am I? Who made me, and for what purpose?
UNATCO has briefed me on my augmentations. Get to the point.
Return to base, Agent Denton. I will handle this.
Your parents were murdered precisely because they could have told you the correct answer to that question.
That's a pretty big claim.
You didn't have parents. The ones you knew were employees. You were made by a cabal of technophiles so crazed for power that they would control not only governments and people, but the chemistry of our bodies as well.
Leave us, Agent. Now. I have the command here now.
Nah.
Sounds like a picture-perfect description of the NSF.
Think bigger, Agent. Think global.
You have disobeyed a direct order.
Do you think it's an accident that the cure for the global plague is owned by a single corporation, and that it's kept so secret that only the tabloids dare print a story suggesting it exists?
The supply is limited. That doesn't mean there's a conspiracy.
But where does that corporation manufacture the cure? And where did your brother uncover the information that brought him over to our side?
Go on.
I can tell by the expression on your friend's face that she knows where I'm heading. UNATCO is completely correct to think that Tracer Tong will soon understand Ambrosia. He was the one who was going to receive the shipment.
Why tell me all this?
I've said nothing that UNATCO won't find on this plane's computer. But here's the secret. This is what Paul was so interested to hear from Tracer Tong.
Manderley will be disappointed in your insubordination.
That's fine, Manderley's a dick. Hey.
That is what happens to a prisoner who tries to escape. Go to the helicopter now, Agent Denton. It is waiting at the airfield.
I wasn't done with him.
Get to the helicopter. Manderley will want to see you.
Proceed to the helipad. We know your brother was here. He is gone, but we will find him.
All clear, sir.
You in charge? I have something for you.
I'm about to pull out. Maybe you should talk to one of the troopers.
I filched this stuff from a guy's locker. I'm selling a recoil weapon mod for 400. I also have some shotgun shells I'll give you for 300.
Recoil weapon mod. None of the weapons I use are really, like...
Maybe later.
Rapid fire, so whatever. Okay, I'm gonna have to drop my soy food for a hot second here. My accuracy is getting pretty good on this thing.
We've disabled the security grid.
Thanks.
All clear, sir.
Okay, I want to see what these were now, since I was avoiding them so heavily. Oh, I guess you could disable some power here. Probably, like the security systems or something. To run a lap now. Check out the stuff that I missed. I don't really think I missed anything mission critical. Fuck. Shit, I don't remember where I last saved. It's fine, the mission's almost over. Crap. Save. Oh, there's like a ladder. Sick. Sick. I think there's a way up over here. Okay, I guess not. kind of want to get in there really bad, even though it's probably not worth the time, but yeah, my curiosity peaked. Shit, it's a weapon mod. Alright. I mean, I'm not gonna drop all 4 lambs. That seems like a bad idea. It's gonna keep upgrading this, because why not? Screw it. Base accuracy. Shit, was that accuracy or ranged? I wasn't paying attention. Whatever. No, it was accuracy. Just gonna keep pushing that up higher and higher. Oh man. Alright, well, we just learned my brother's a traitor, but possibly for good reason. Let's see here. My boy Gunther.
Manderley has assigned me the peacekeeping occupation of the airport.
Standard procedure, it appears. I'm sure we can count on you.
I want to be the one to execute Lebedev.
Some bad news. Agent Navarra beat you to it.
Yes, of course. I will congratulate her.
Hey, about my brother.
A shame that we have to track down and kill one of our most advanced agents. At least we have one of you left.
Don't you think we should give Paul a chance to explain himself? He's been with UNATCO for years.
Only one thing can happen when you break your oath to the Coalition.
Well, that's a little strict. Alright. I don't think there's anything over here. Except for that, what the fuck? It's probably not worth it, so screw it.
Gunter told me about Paul.
It's true. Paul's been working for the NSF.
This is gonna shake up the Coalition, JC. I don't know if you realized how important your brother was.
Coalition will recover. I'm not so worried about the Coalition.
UN officials will probably get involved. You'll have to keep your head down if you're gonna come through this in one piece. Sure you're ready to head back to base?
I'm ready. Let's move out.
Get in.
Manderley wants you to stop by his office. Don't sweat it if he chews you out. I think you made the right decision by not killing Lebedev.
Thanks for your
Don't
confidence,
worry.
Alex.
Manderley calmed down when he heard that Anna took care of Lebedev.
You know, for peacekeepers, they're pretty,
Manderley's blowing his top. You better go see him on the double.
getting a lot of mixed reviews here. From, yo, he's hella pissed, to, nah, he's fine now. For a peacekeeping organization, they really love assassinating people.
It's a question of who benefits society more.
But who decides that? You?
It's implicit.
I think Paul just had a soft spot for the plague victims.
Every human institution is like a pyramid. Those with ability are at the top. They're more important.
Maybe it's the Foundation that's important. When the Foundation's gone...
They make the decisions. They keep the machine running. Therefore, they must be protected first.
I'm not saying Paul was right.
It's basic tactics. Protect your command centers, your airstrips, your industrial zones.
It's just the rationing. Seems like the government could pay VersaLife to manufacture more.
Ooh, a little conflict of ideology here.
Glad one of the Dentons is gonna stick it out.
I can't believe it, JC. What got into Paul?
I guess you got a better offer.
What a blow. I don't know how we'll recover. It's almost like losing a son.
I don't understand it myself, but we've got to go on. Is Manderley available?
Go right in, JC. He has a lot to discuss. Incidentally, I haven't been able to reach Jaime. If you cross paths, could you mention that Walton Simons is looking for him? I'm guessing he's in the break room.
I'll let him know.
Alright, find Jaime after this. Let's get chewed out by my boss.
All right, Dent. What the hell happened? You were under direct orders. My orders.
Sorry about not killing Lebedev. He seemed worth interrogating.
We don't give you enough information to make a call like that.
I guess that means I don't get the op bonus.
You can turn in your weapons right now if you're going to be a smartass.
I risked my life and I recovered the ambrosia. I deserve compensation.
We don't have time for trifles. Whatever, take it. But it will be the last one. Clearly monetary incentives don't work with you and Paul.
I try to do the best job I can.
Just shut up and listen for a second. Christ, JC, this kind of behavior, not to mention your brother's defection, is making certain powerful people very nervous. Nervous about you. You understand the importance of loyalty, don't you?
Yes, but...
Well, that's what seems to be missing in you and your brother. Brace yourself for an ugly lesson, JC. The Coalition has shut down Paul's augmentations and has activated the kill switch.
Activated what?
He's our enemy now. He's gone, JC. The Coalition wants you to understand that he's just another terrorist, like the ones that have died by your very hand this evening.
Can they really kill him? With the press of a button?
Yes, and you too. So take these orders seriously. They're sending you to Hong Kong.
What about Paul? Will I get to see him again?
Please, just get your equipment and meet our pilot Jock at the helipad. You'll need to take out a man called Tracer Tong, Paul's contact in Hong Kong. Prove that they can trust you. JC?
Yes.
It's critical that they trust you.
This thing's always wigging out. Alright. I guess there's a weapon mod for recoil in here. I'm just gonna put on the sniper because why not? Hold on, what's the recoil stat? 0.4 versus 0.1. Yeah, that's what I figured. There ain't shit for recoil on this, is there? Yeah, 0. This is JC D, right? Sick. Jacobson, come to my office. We need to talk about that last mission in person, not info-link. Come by my office when you have been debriefed by manual randomly. Alright, so comms guy wants to talk to me. Also, who's leaving product charger ammo in my office? You know, let's talk to the secretary. She's got some hot news.
I just can't get over it. How could Paul do this to us?
Never mind, she doesn't want to talk.
Then what'd you do?
I chased them into the building.
Weren't you scared?
A little, but when I'm wearing this helmet, I've learned to set aside the instincts of a civilian and be completely professional.
They had assault guns.
Tactically, I had the advantage. It was important to act before the situation changed.
How you troopers do it, I can't imagine.
Stop hitting on the UNATCO lady. Alright.
Back to the same old routine.
Okay. Alright.
How are you holding up?
Not so good. I don't know who to trust anymore.
No one blames you about Lebedev. You refused an order to kill in cold blood, precisely your duty as a UNATCO peacekeeper.
Manderley certainly does.
He'll cool down. The important thing is that you obey your conscience.
Right.
Tell me what you need, and I'll load you up.
I'll take the tranquilizer darts for the crossbow.
A man of tactics. I like that.
Well, at least Sam Carter likes me, and I like Sam Carter, so it's fine. I can't get in there, can I? I wish. Like, I would charge my fucking shit, man. We're gonna do some spy games here. I should have a little bit more terminal time, so I should be able to read this stuff a little bit easier. Nothing. Alright. Well, never mind. Sick, I'll take more broad charger hammer though, thank you.
Not much happening down here, Agent. We had to execute the prisoners.
Did we have to, or did we just decide to? Because those are two very different things. I'm getting the feeling that it was more of a, yeah, we should, versus a, we have to.
My vest caught a few slugs, but I had a job to do, and I did it.
Amazing.
It was just blind luck that one of the terrorists was carrying orders from Lebedev.
We never would have known about the airlift if you hadn't been so courageous.
Oh, no, don't start that. Just following orders.
And we might never have recovered the shipment. It all depended on you.
Well, I was happy to do my part.
Jesus. First things first, heal me. Second things first, let's get some EMP shield. EMP generators partially protect individual nanites to reduce biological drain by canceling incoming pulses. Damage from EMP attacks is reduced. Versus ballistic protection. Monomolecular plates reinforce the skin's epithelial membrane, reducing the damage an agent receives from projectiles and bladed weapons. Damage from projectiles and bladed weapons is reduced. So basically I can get EMP shielding or bullet protection. Let's think. How many times have I been caught in an EMP? Not very. How many times have I been shot with bullets? A couple of times. How many times of those times did I not neglect my last save? I think like I do almost every time. And when I do, it's not a huge deal. I think this is kind of like tit for tat on this one, like a pretty... right, it's an activation thing. Let's gonna get this one. Screw it. Okay, now I also have an upgrade 10 I can use to upgrade AUGs. I'm gonna go with arms just because this encourages exploration or like problem solving, while this one is very specific to an event. Same with this one, so I'm probably not going to use this as much. Let's save. Let's check out Jaime's computer. Alright. Augmentation canister has been shipped via suspension crate. Sorry, I have to read these fast. Okay, so he's like worried about excessive emails and whatever. Or excessive force. So Jaime seems like a pretty good dude.
Your brother sure had us fooled. We sure cleaned house tonight.
Why are there guards down here now? Alright, I had to go check the break room. Cool medkit. But I'm already down here, so let's talk to Alex.
A lot of surprises this time. Paul, a terrorist. Wow.
He got me to disobey orders. I don't know what to think anymore.
I wonder what it is he found out. Why he'd defect.
He thinks he has proof of a conspiracy.
Wild stuff, huh? I'd like to hear what he has to say. If you hear from him, or if you find out where he is, don't worry about the info link. I'll erase the archives.
You think he's right?
Worth hearing him out. I've never known Paul to make a mistake.
I don't know if this is like free for the taking. Yeah, I guess it doesn't give a shit. Alright. Free lockpick, sucker. It's fine. I mean the break room, which is over here for some nonsense reason.
What kind of pain?
Behind the eyes, a sharp burning, almost electrical.
How's your bioelectric level?
It's always at 100%. I like to stay prepared.
That's probably it right there. Free radicals. You should charge your systems only when they've been significantly drained.
I wasn't informed of that.
It's a lot like an electric razor. If you leave it plugged in all the time, the battery loses its 0 point. Just watch your levels.
Interesting. Thanks, Doctor.
Let me know how it goes.
Guess you guys found each other. Get everybody patched up?
I did my best. You're looking good.
Never felt better.
They just dropped off a few liters of the ambrosia you recovered, by the way.
Good work out there, Denton. I want you to know, we will not let your brother's activity cast its shadow on you.
Yes, sir. I'm grateful for that. I just wish we'd found out sooner.
No harm done. We have you to take his place.
Is a few liters going to be enough?
Well, no one on staff's gonna catch Grey Dead this month.
I saw you listening in. Yes, it's true. I have augmentations like yours.
Don't you work down in Washington?
Actually, I'm the director of FEMA.
Sounds like you wouldn't have much use for physical augmentations.
You underestimate the demands of my work. We deal with every sort of natural and unnatural disaster you can imagine.
But you're the director. You work behind a desk.
Am I behind a desk right now? No, I'm not. That's because we have a situation here in New York. I got to my position because I can fix things. You will see shortly, because as you have probably noticed yourself, this agency is broken and needs an overhaul.
Alright.
Paul said UNATCO uses the ambrosia supply to influence national governments. What do you think about that?
So it's true. He went over to the NSF.
He makes some sense. I ignored the mission objective of killing his boss, Juan Lebedev, but Agent Navarre intervened.
What did Mandalay say?
He boxed my ears. No big deal.
I'm surprised he didn't fire you on the spot.
He gave me one more chance. I'm on my way to Hong Kong.
Good. Maybe you'll find out what's got into Paul.
So half of them are encouraging me to look into it. The other half are like, no to your job. In my mind, I want to kind of follow orders to see if I can get closer to the government and figure out what's going on. But the other side of my mind, I don't know if this game is that intricate. In other words, like, doing that might not make a difference, and I might just go down the path that I didn't want to go down. Not saying I'm not already impressed by this game, but, you know.
Heard you're shipping out to Hong Kong. Good luck.
Alright, well. Guess I'm shipping out to Hong Kong. Nothing in here. Why are the candy bars freaking everywhere? This probably isn't worth it, but I'm gonna do it. Oh shit, it was worth it. Never mind. strength is increased significantly. Yeah, let's just go all in on this. Oh, I didn't mean to activate. Wait, hold on. Oh, right. Augmentation canister. It's not a upgrade. This one is speed. Gel myofibrils are woven into the leg muscles, increasing speed at which an agent can run and climb, the height they can jump, and reducing damage they receive falls. Speed and jump are increased slightly when falling, damage is reduced. Each one. Run silent. The necessary muscle movements for complete silence when walking or running are determined but continuously with reactive kinematics equations produced by embedded nanocomputers. Sound made while moving is reduced significantly. Or slightly. Sound made while moving is reduced moderately. An agent is completely silent. 40 units. 40 units, so similar cost. But do I want to be able to run really fast? For comparative, that's twice the cost of this one I'm using it. Excuse me, twice the cost of that. 4 times the cost of that. I'm leaning towards us getting the running one. The speed enhancement, just because, like, that being able to reduce full damage does sound nice. And having a higher speed and jump sounds useful. This sounds good, but looking at it, it sounds like I'm going to need to upgrade it a few times, and those upgrade canisters don't seem super common, so we're going to go with speed enhancement. Just mostly for the fall damage reduction. Alright. What's going on over here? More free shit for me, it looks like. That's what's going on. Alright. Anyways, let's go through here.
So long, Agent.
Thanks, Scott. Doesn't even have a rank, his name's just Scott.
We'll miss you, Agent.
This guy's the politest, I swear. I love him. Is this different? No, that's the same as earlier.
This area is off limits.
Yeah. Okay. It's already 9:40. I have to get up tomorrow, so we're gonna end the stream there for tonight. But I'll make sure to stream later this week. Thanks for everybody who tuned in. Have a good evening.